Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Zoda's Revenge, StarTropics 2. In the first video, we started the game, and thanks to the powers of the Oxford Wonderworld, we have now traveled back in time to the Ice Age. Unfortunately, in order to get anything done, we're going to have to go into this cave to the north here in order to fight a creature known as Yum Yum and rescue some children. Some things I want to mention along the way before I do any of this. The magic words for the Oxford Wonderworld are not only the magic words that were used to get Bananette to stop sleeping in the first game, but they're based on Papa Oom Mau Mau by the Rivingtons, which was later used by the Trashmen for Surf and Bird. I've been meaning to say that all first video, but I can never remember that offhand. Anyway, let's go ahead and go into the cave. And I do have my laptop next to me, so I got maps and notes and stuff in case I need to refer to anything, even though I am playing these things ahead of time. Anyway, let's go north, enjoy the awesome dungeon music here, and we get to fight off some pigs. It should be noted that when you move diagonally, you move faster diagonally than you do in the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. Keep that in mind. Also, jumps are kind of semi-committal. You can actually change direction with your jump, so in case you mess up, you can always kind of correct yourself. Also, with these platforms, you can't just walk off. You actually have to make the effort to jump off yourself. So keep that in mind in case you have the strange feeling you're going to fall off a platform just by walking off the edge. The game doesn't let you do that. And lizards. Now, there's a little break in the movement once you defeat that last enemy. Don't go east. Go back and go north instead, because this is how you get the potion. Once you leave this area, you won't be able to come back to the potion once you find out where the potion is the other way. And I'll mention what the other way is pretty soon. For now, though, let's just go ahead and beat the enemies up again. And hopefully do this without getting hurt a whole bunch. So we're using Tink Sacks for the first time in this dungeon. Not a lot of range, but it's a lot better than rocks. And we need to go east from here, because if we go north, we won't be able to get anywhere, and the monsters will respawn. Get used to attacking diagonally whenever you can. I know I've said this in the last video, but learn to attack diagonally so that way you can get the jump on enemies and also make fighting a little bit easier. Also, watch your shadow. Again, you can't walk into the water. You have to actively jump into it. And now it's time to make a little spiral around this area into here. Let's watch our shadow. As long as our shadow is anywhere on the platform, we should be good. And from here we can just jump off and then just go west. Now, we're going to beat up 3 bears. They're just going to come right for us. And I love how they're just at the perfect distance for us to hit them when I throw the Tink Sacks at them. So this is how most people are going to find out that the potion is right there. This is the way. But unfortunately, the door closed behind us when we entered the room full of bears. So therefore, we can't go back. That's why I tell you, in that first large room in the dungeon, once you defeat all the enemies, go back, go north, and then get the potion. Because if you find out the potion is here that way, there's no way you're going to get it. And of course, just like in the first game, the potion will refill 5 hearts worth of health. And I love how these enemies are making things a little easier for me. Well, hey. Okay, these guys. these guys will come after you when you are definitely close to them. And they do a whole heart's worth of damage. So you definitely want to keep a good distance away from them, especially when you're trying to attack. They take 3 hits to kill, but they're probably the most powerful enemy you'll meet here. And thankfully I got hit only once. And now we got a golden bear. This guy just takes more hits than the blue one. Just keep attacking north like you just entered the room. And now we got 3 of them. Remember, moving around diagonally is faster than moving around in the cardinal directions. Keep that in mind when fighting these enemies off. And just like that, I was able to kind of run rings around them a little bit. I still want to attack them though, and I do have to get a little close to do that, unfortunately. Of course, when they start striking at you with their claws, you're at the perfect distance for it. They always stop at the perfect distance. And now, we got this area. You remember the little paintings that Picasso made when you were in the cave that you had to look at? Well, this is where they come into play. Thankfully, they're the same thing every game. So, circle, circle, triangle, and we are in a longer quarter, so I'm going to get a drink of tea here. And also take the time to tell you that if you mess any of this up, you will go into a room with a set of stairs that you have to go up in order to start this part over. So don't do that. Alright, square, circle, and we got another long quarter. We need to go towards the square, another long quarter, and we need to go towards the triangle. There we go. We're right here. And I managed to get a head start on 2 of these guys, which is always good. Come here. Okay. There we go. And it won't be long now until we reach Yum Yum. Yum Yum. I can't believe I said Yum Yum. I can't speak today. There will be a couple of pigs. Just listen for the snort sound, and you should see them coming. And hear them coming, too. And this room, go to right up here. And from there, just go forward up the Yum Yum. And then you just keep attacking him like this. And thankfully, I was fast enough to do that. If you aren't fast enough, he just walks around the room in a circle. I believe he goes clockwise around the room in a rectangle-like fashion, and he spits a 3-way bubble shot at you. Thankfully, the bubble shot is a bit easy to anticipate, but it can still do a lot of damage to you. And because he was eating that pig, that gave us a whole ton of free shots for us to work with. If you get up to him and start attacking as quickly as possible, you can almost completely destroy him before he can start attacking. Before he can even start moving, rather. And now that we're done with Yum Yum, 1, I want to pause the game, press down, access my magic items, and use my potion, because I won't be able to take it to another dungeon like the stars and the extra lives that I get in dungeons. Yeah, stars don't carry over, amazingly. I'm surprised. So I don't have that star from that pitfall like I used to. And after that, we get a whole bunch of points. And we get our game saved automatically. Just like in the first game. And from here, we can just keep playing and follow the path. By following the path, we meet the kids that Yum Yum kidnapped for dinner. Thank you. I'm Shorty. You really showed him, Mike. We would have been gulped for sure. Yum Yum was trying to fatten us up for his supper. You're Picasso's son? I'm sure he'll talk again. Now hurry back and surprise your parents. Go on, hurry. And from here, the kids run off, And from here you can follow the path and there's a Tetris block. Okay? You've got a block. Okay. Sure? Well, anyway, you have to go towards the path here. You have to keep following it. And from here, just keep going towards the cliff edge, and you'll trigger a cutscene. Mike, can you hear me? Mike, can you hear me? Ugh, found you. Mike, I've been looking everywhere. Dr. J told me what happened. Mike, listen, you traveled back in time. So how are you contacting me? I have no idea how your telepathy powers work. My father Hirokon must have known something might happen. I'm sure Hirokon wanted you to find the mystic TETRADS. I'm guessing she's referring to this T-shaped Tetris block that I have. The TETRADS were hidden on Earth somewhere in time. There's a legacy of the Argonians. Mike, please help us find the TETRADS. And of course, we understand. Go places and times, find Tetris blocks, got it. I can't talk anymore today. That's all for now, Mike. And once again, we are disconnected. TETRADS? What's a TETRAD? Wait, look at the block! That's it! I already have a TETRAD. And now that we have a TETRAD, and know it, the game tells us that, and it goes to a special slot in the inventory down there at the bottom. And by collecting a TETRAD, we get 2 more hearts for our maximum health, which is good. And from here, the Oxford Wonder World works its magic again. We say the magic words. Papa Mau Mau. And thankfully, I did not miss anything in the world, which is good. The pages start turning on their own, and we go to another place in time. After the game saves her data, of course. Chapter 3 begins now. And... huh? Where am I? Wow, pyramids! A sphinx! This has got to be Egypt! You decide to look around. And... well... we are now in ancient Egypt. Well, at least we're not freezing anymore. And while I said that Chapter 3 begins now, it will begin in the next video. So join me next time when we start exploring ancient Egypt. We may meet another historical figure. We might go into that Sphinx. We might even find Sly wait, wrong game. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!